So a few months ago I changed jobs and I also stopped training at the gym that I was going to. I went from a retail job where I was on my feet and lifting boxes and climbing ladders and very physical job to sitting down all day doing lashes, and I also had a very busy social life at that time, which I always do anyway. So I'm always out eating, drinking, enjoying life. And so with all of that came a few kilos and a lot of body changes. So I went from quite lean muscle to fat. So it's really only like a couple of kilos on the scales, but a big difference to me in body composition, which I don't like and I don't want. And a lot of people judge me for being too skinny and whatnot, but it's just how I feel comfortable in myself, just to be quite lean, and I like to see muscle in my body. So after whinging and moaning to Jace and to myself, just feeling gross, I finally joined up another gym and I started training again. And then I just stumbled across a lady that I follow that had done intermittent fasting. I heard the benefits were fat loss, sharper thinking, muscle gain, and a few things like that that really got my attention. And you didn't have to diet, you didn't have to change your calories. I've never been interested in cutting out food groups or being restricted with calories or anything like that, so it really got my attention and I thought I could do it. So she was basically doing 16 hours fasting and 8 hours eating in that 8 hour. Most people I know do that. Like, most people don't eat breakfast and go through to a lunch, and I can't. Like, I'm a big breakfast eater. I would eat every sort of 2 to 3 hours continuously from breakfast and always be hungry, so I knew it would be hard. So yeah, it was a struggle for me. It was very hard because, as I said, I wake up hungry, I want breakfast, and to get through till like 11:30 in the morning was just absolutely killing me. I had some days where I couldn't do 16 hours, I would do 14 hours because I just couldn't wait that long. I just had to eat, especially over the weekend I had to do that because I tend to eat later during the night, especially if I was having a couple of drinks and things like that. It would make me then eat. The good thing about it was it saved me a lot of time in the mornings by not having breakfast. When you're up and you're getting 3 kids ready for school and you have 3 kids at 3 different schools and you've got to drive them such a long distance, that 25 minutes is amazing to save that much time in the morning. So that part I loved. But for me, I ended up losing 2 kilos during the week and I did not diet at all. I literally ate everything I'd normally eat plus a little bit more at some points. Psychologically, I think it was like I thought I can eat more, so then I'd pig out and then I'd make myself a little bit sick actually, which is not good. I needed to really try and find a healthy balance there. So as the week went on, I actually switched the way I was doing it. Originally I was skipping breakfast and then sort of eating until about 8 p.m. and then trying to eat again at 12 p.m. the next day. But the last 2 days I've done it differently. I have eaten at around 9 a.m. and then eaten again at 5 p.m, which suits me so much better. I can't handle not having breakfast. I'm a real breakfast person, and maybe it's definitely going to take me a long time to break that habit. It's just ingrained in my system and I actually just love it. Like, I really look forward to brekkie. 2 of the main things that really got me intrigued with IF, intermittent fasting, is the release of a growth hormone, which is actually anti-aging. It's got so many benefits. It helps improve brain function, it helps protect your muscles, it helps muscle growth. It also helps to trigger your insulin. It keeps your insulin at a good level. Each time you eat, apparently, even if it's a healthy snack, your insulin levels spike. And I've learned that usually people that struggle to lose weight or people with a big belly have too much insulin in their system. So it's amazing, like, just by fasting, what it can do for your body and for your health. Anyway, I'm no expert whatsoever. I've just been learning little bits each day over the last 7 days, but I would just recommend anybody that's struggling to lose weight or wanting to get their health back on track to try it and look into it. It's really not a difficult thing to do, especially for the majority of people. As I said, I was a big eater and I'm really trying to train my brain to not eat constantly because you don't need it. So I am going away this weekend, but next week, so I won't do it when I'm away obviously, but when I get back next week I really want to do it again and just continue it. It's not going to be a fad thing. I'm going to actually make it a lifestyle change. It's good to be able to retrain your brain and to, you know, not always be so set in your ways and think there's only one way you can eat or one way you can live. The rest of the video will show you my ups and downs over the 7 days of the IF, and it definitely was, yeah, you'll see, it was up and down. Please excuse the no makeup on the face. I am going to the gym shortly and I can't be bothered to put my face on for that. So day 1 and I'm going really, really good, like way better than I expected. I didn't think I'd be coping at all, but I'm fine. Like I'm a little bit hungry and a little bit, my tummy's a little bit rumbly, but I've had quite a few cups of green tea. Yeah, I haven't really had any water, which is naughty. I really should be doing that. But it's more of a psychological thing for me. Just I'm so used to getting up and eating and so used to that routine that it's just my head really. It's the first day of winter and it's a beautiful morning. But it's bloody freezing. It's only like 8 or 9 degrees. So it's day 2 and it's 7 a.m. I'm just finishing off a quick walk and I'm starving. I've woken up hungry with a rumbly tummy as I always do every other day, but I think today's going to be even worse after yesterday. I've literally got 4.5 hours till I can eat, and I tell you what, I'm going to be counting down those hours and minutes. I cannot wait. On another note, I did weigh myself yesterday and this morning and I've lost 1 kilo. So I know it's obviously not 1 kilo of fat that quick, but the scales have changed. Day 2 update, and so far it's been a bit harder than yesterday. By 11 o'clock, which was a half an hour before my fast was to end, I was feeling really sick. I was so hungry, but I held out and pushed my way through. So at 11:30 I gobbled down a bounce ball, one of these, one of my faves, and that helped. And then I had a beautiful big Spanish chorizo omelette, which I always look forward to. Yeah, I was at West End today doing Winter Lane shopping, and there's one particular place where I just love their omelette, and it's huge, 2 big pieces of sourdough. It's the best. Anyway, about half an hour to an hour after that, I got this wave of just so tired, like I barely could keep my eyes open. And then I got the worst sugar cravings ever. All I was just desperate for. But I was so full from the big omelette, the sourdough, the bounce ball, everything like that. I thought I can't squeeze anything else in. So I had a half an hour to drive between where I was to Zaraffa's, and I thought a chai latte will do the trick. It'll be nice and sweet and just curb that craving without being too filling, even though they are really filling. Anyway, by the time I got to Zaraffa's, I lost it. I lost the craving and I was fine. I'm still tired, but so I was happy with that because I didn't really need to have that. But it's amazing if you do just wait out that craving, or have some water, or have something else distract yourself, you can actually get over the sweet cravings, which is something I really need to work on. Hey, today is day 4, but I'm going to talk about day 3 and day 4. Yesterday I found a real struggle because Friday night I'd actually had a few glasses of wine and I didn't finish eating until 9 p.m, which meant I was supposed to go till 1 p.m. again. So I almost gave in and ate a bit earlier, but then I ended up having to go to work, which distracted me, and then I was fine after that. I broke the fast with a yummy grilled burger and sweet potato fries.
I know it breaks your heart. Moved to the city and I broke down crying. 4 years, no calls. Now you're looking pretty in a hotel bar. And
I ended up overeating and eating way too much, and then I felt quite sick in the stomach. Then I woke up during the night with really bad indigestion. So yeah, that was sort of... Last night I repeated Friday night. I wasn't going to drink, but I couldn't help myself and I had 2 glasses of red wine, which I finished at about 9 p.m. So that means I'm supposed to go again till 1 p.m. today, and I'm not going to last. It's now 11 o'clock and I'm just about to. Today will be a 14-hour fast, not a 16, which I think would be fine to do that on weekends, and tomorrow I'll get back into doing 16 when it's busy working week and I'm not really thinking about food as much. So besides the hungry part and just waiting to get through to all the first meal, I feel really, really good, and I feel like my stomach is nice and flat and toned, and I feel slimmer. Winter Lane mini shoot is done, and now I'm going to break my fast at 14 hours instead of 16 hours because I'm hungry. Breaking the fast with my favourite brekkie of pumpkin seed toast, avocado, grilled chicken, chicken breast, feta and cherry tomatoes. I've just run out of baby spinach and a yummy cup of green tea. We ended up going shopping in the afternoon and having a late lunch of Malaysian. This was amazing, but we over-ordered and we actually ate the whole entire lot, Jace and I. All of this for 2 of us. It was delicious, but probably a little bit too decadent. Then after that, I decided to eat a Mars bar, so I think that day of fasting was a waste of time. Day 5, and I've just finished a PT session at Muay Thai, which is a kickboxing place called Bloodshed. I've never actually done that before. It's my first time and it was amazing. I loved it. So it was a fasted boxing session, which I was pretty hungry and feeling a little bit sick at the end, but I'm not sure if it's sick from not eating or sick from the session, but I'd say it's probably a combination of both. I'm very cardio unfit, so that could explain that. Anyway, I'm about to start work once I get changed. I'm going to do lashes today and I'm breaking my fast early. So I've broken that with my favourite Quest bar, cookies and cream, yum yum. And that will keep me going for the next few hours until I finish lashes, and then I've got a yummy salad, veggie, chicken lunch to have. Day 5 and feeling good. 2 to go. Having a quick cup of tea before my next client comes. I just had a mandarin as well, just to get me through. So my protein bar, my green tea and my mandarin should keep me happy and satisfied. This is my gorgeous lash ring. My exercise has consisted of brisk walking pretty much every morning, which I do anyway, 20 to 25 minutes or so. Sorry, I'm puff walking up this hill, but how good is this for you? Amazing. So today is day 6 and everything was good. I woke up this morning, went for my normal walk, happy as Larry, come home and then Reese is like, Mum, there's a dead bird in the backyard. And then the cat tried to go outside and then look at the bird, and then Ella got protective of the bird and I was like, how am I going to get rid of this bird? Then I smelt poo and the cat had done the biggest stinkiest poo on the bath mat. Then I went to clean that up and I realised that there was no toilet paper left because one of the kids had used it all. We've been through 26 rolls of toilet paper in 2 weeks and I have 3 boys, so don't ask me how they do that. So I went from a good mood to a bad mood. All I could hear was Mum, 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 and they were all fighting, all arguing. There's cat shit, there's a dead bird, no toilet paper, and I was grumpy. To top that off, I was hungry, so I was like, stuff it, I'm eating. I'm just eating. I'm having breakfast. Screw this intermittent fasting today, I'm just eating. So I ate and it was pretty good, but of course I was back to my old habits of eating and eating and eating and eating, which is just ridiculous. So, but it's kind of worked out because I've got to work this afternoon into the evening. So basically I'm going to try to just eat all my food in that 8-hour period as normal, but I'll eat up until 4 o'clock this afternoon. So that's still going to be the fasting because I'll do the 16 hours overnight. So I made it to day 7. This is how I'm looking. It's my tummy. I did have 2 glasses of water just before, so I do feel like it's not as flat as when I first woke up, but I've lost 2 kilos. No ass, no waist, but at least I'm sort of firming up through the middle here, which is what I like. My arms look like they're a bit trimmer. Little Miss Emmy always has to get in the shot. Emmy! Cheeky girl. Hey! There is an insane amount of information out there about it, so you'll have no problem looking it all up and learning what to do, and good luck if it's something you're interested in. Bye!